Hello again. You're doing well. You've now met Margaret and learned a little about the person Maria is about to support. But knowing about a client and actually meeting that client are two very different things. Now it's time to follow Maria to Margaret's home. It's Monday morning. Maria checks the address one more time before getting out of her car. She takes a moment to review Margaret's care information. Personal care, assistance with dressing, breakfast preparation, light housekeeping. Maria takes a breath. This is one of her first visits as a PSW, and she wants to make a good impression. She walks to the front door and rings the bell. A few moments later, the door opens. "Good morning. Are you Margaret?" "Yes, you must be Maria." "That's right, I'm Maria. I'm here to help you this morning." Margaret smiles. "Come in." Maria steps inside. As she enters the home, she remembers something her instructor told her. When you enter a client's home, don't just start doing your job. First, take a moment to observe. Maria looks around. She notices the hallway. She notices Margaret's walker. She notices several things about the way Margaret is standing. She also notices that Margaret doesn't seem quite as energetic as she expected. Margaret closes the door behind Maria. "I'm glad you're here," she says. "I didn't sleep very well last night." Maria smiles sympathetically. "I'm sorry to hear that." Margaret begins walking toward the kitchen. Maria follows. Then she notices something. Margaret is moving more slowly than she expected. She appears unsteady for a moment. Maria instinctively reaches toward her, but she stops herself. She remembers that Margaret is still moving independently. Maria doesn't want to assume that Margaret needs physical assistance. She also doesn't want to make Margaret feel incapable. So Maria waits. Margaret reaches the kitchen safely. "Would you like to sit down?" Maria asks. "Maybe for a minute," Margaret replies. Maria pulls out a chair. Margaret sits. Maria looks at her carefully. Something doesn't quite feel right. She has only just met Margaret. She doesn't know what Margaret normally looks like in the morning. She doesn't know whether a slow morning is normal for her. And she doesn't know whether what she's seen is important. Maria now has a decision to make. Should she simply continue with the morning routine? Should she ask Margaret some questions? Should she report what she has noticed? Or is she simply being overly cautious? This is where Maria's training begins to become real. Because the care plan tells Maria what she has been assigned to do, but the client in front of her is telling Maria something else, and Maria needs to learn how to listen. Pause here. Before you continue, put yourself in Maria's position. What are you noticing about Margaret's, and what would you do next? Take a moment to think about it. There isn't necessarily one perfect answer. The important thing is to observe, think, and consider your options before you act. Your response will help you begin developing the judgment that every good PSW needs.